Hey, good morning, everyone. Kurt Yulee Kinsey here, out on our walking tour today. Come walk with me through La Jolla. Bright sun this morning. Today we are walking through my neighborhood. It's one of my favorite neighborhoods. It's the Barber tract. Barber tract was developed here near the beach in the 1920s, the early 1920s, by Philip Barber. And he was actually owner of many steamships companies in the East Coast. Came out to California, fell in love with it, and started his developing career. So we're going to take a look here. I'm going to switch the camera. And sorry, bright lights, I'm squinting so badly, but we're going to start looking at a few houses. And fortunately, the tour is not too long because it's pretty condensed. So we're walking up Fern Glen Street. Barber tract is actually from Westbourne Street, west of La Jolla Boulevard, down to the beach, and all the way down to Marine Street. And you can see the early influence of the cottages. There's still many, many homes here, a lot of historic places. And this house is 350 Fern Glen. And this one actually is not for sale, it just sold. This has sold a few times over the 10 years I've lived down here. It is a historic home. It was designed by Florence Palmer, who was actually Philip Barber's daughter. And so this is a cute, cute cottage. And it was listed for $2,895,000. Was only on the market for, oh gosh, less than 30 days, probably more like 2 weeks. And it closed for 3.165. Super special house. It's 1,701 square feet, 3-bedroom, 3-bath, English gardens, hardwood floors, tastefully remodeled. It's just a spectacular place. And this was actually the original house of Florence Palmer. And the owners have lovingly restored this one as well. 1929 was the year built for both of these. Now we're going to walk up a little bit further. So one thing about a neighborhood like this is the people live here forever, usually. And my dog is actually pulling me. Stop it, Max. Come on. And so when you get to this stage in life, all of a sudden the ownership starts to change as people die off and kids have grown up and moved away. And so we're seeing that transition here in the Barber tract right now. But it really is a spectacular place. We have the annual 4th of July Barber tract parade, which is fun, and we close off the streets and all the neighbors get together, and we're led off by the Star Spangled Banner from one of the neighbors off one of their balconies. And it's just, we've got a lot of pomp and circumstance. It's really wonderful. So here's the next house, and it actually is for sale. There's a corner lot. There are ocean views off of the balcony. And it's a spectacular family home. And gosh, if you want some place that has just good energy, this is the place. This has been a family home for over 50 years, 5 kids. And what's so special about that is Mom was here by herself for a long time. And every Thanksgiving, all 5 kids would come home. Every Christmas, all 5 kids would come home. And Mom's been gone now for a little while, but they had a recent gathering before the house went on the market. And it's going to be, sorry, I'm actually out of breath from this dog pulling me. It's really a spectacular place. It is 2,331 square feet. Listed for also, it's 2.895. It's 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, but there's an auxiliary apartment in the back. It's definitely needs some updating, but it is fantastic. This is courtesy of the Wilson brothers, Drew and Andrew, or Drew and Tim. And if you'd like to see it, let me know. But it's really a spectacular home. You can see the character over here is just fantastic. There are 5 pretty well-known architects who've dominated this neighborhood. And this is a Tom Shepard house. He's known for his open beam ceilings, almost lodge interior, just some really unique things. And I've got another Shepard house over here as well. Good morning. It just is a nice walk-through time. Okay, we are now at 7227 Olivetus. This is one of the original, it's been said the original house, but I actually know that there's one that's older than this one. This was built in 1924. And it is a Spanish style home and beautiful wood beam ceilings and hardwood floors. It's rather Englishy on the inside, but it's spectacular. It is a corner lot also. It is roughly 2,000 square feet, and it also has a detached cottage in the back. And this home also has been in the same family for over 50 years. Just a stellar, stellar place with great gardens, exquisite detail. There's an oculus in the dining room, which is fantastic. It's just very, very pleasant. So whether you work from home, if you want the office in the back, it's had some features inside that have been remodeled, so it makes it very modern. But you still have that old world charm with lots of French doors and the French windows. It's spectacular. So the list price on this one is $2.695, and it is not on the Mills Act. However, it has remained the same. We've got photos of it from back in 1924 and 1929, and it is the same other than the garage. So very, very likely that it actually could go Mills Act and keep your property taxes very, very low. So if you have interest in this one, let me know, because this is a very special, special home. As you can see, this whole neighborhood is super special. Not one house is the same. And that's one of the things I really love about living down here is you've got a variety of properties. It's not cookie cutter. And so those of you who are on Zillow, you know, it's hard to say, well, this house should sell for this. Well, guess what? There's nothing to compare it to. It's not like a neighborhood where you've got 5 houses, all of the same floor plans, where you have just basic upgrades over time in pools. So these truly create or make you have to really dig and find out a valuation of a home. Now we're actually coming to the border of the Barber tract. This is the last street. It's Marine Street, and it goes down right to the beach, and there's a big area where there's a lifeguard stand and some steps right down onto the sand. This is the popular teenage and college beach, our party beach. And right here we have 418 Marine Street, and this one was actually built in 2000, and it's a Spanishy Mediterranean, also I would say a little bit southwest. They've got a real eclectic blend of interiors, but very tastefully done. 2,000 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 3 baths. Did I say 2,000 square feet? It's actually a little bigger than that. Apologize. It was built in 2000. It is, I think, 2,300 square feet. I'm going to double check that. But the list price is $3,375,000. This is courtesy of the Marty and Maxine Gellin's team. And it's a spectacular place. Obviously, you've got a nice front porch looking out to the ocean. And a very eclectic home next door, too, as you can see. And we'll walk down to the beach just so you can get a little bit of daily ocean if you're not used to it. And we'll make our way back through the Barber tract. So what's interesting, if you go to the Historic Society and you take a look at the plot maps back from the 1920s, before this had actually been subdivided, this was all sand dunes. And that just blows me away. Thank you. That they were able to change the whole topography, basically, because my lot has no sand, it's all clay. So it's just very interesting how things change over time. We'll see who's down at the beach today. There's our beautiful August Pacific Ocean. Our water temperature is still colder. It's actually probably normal, but we had such a nice start to the summer with really super warm waters. And then it changed, and it's been very cold. So I guess we have some swells from the north coming down. We've got the volleyball courts going down here, and an empty beach. And our kids have not gone back to school like some of you already have. See all the uniqueness of the architecture around here. So we have classic Spanish, colonial, which I love. Cottages in very European flair here. House built right to the sidewalk. And then we're about to approach what I've documented as the oldest house in the Barber tract. So it was actually built before he was able to purchase the land and develop it into lots. So there's clearly a lot here. I don't know how it was all carved out, but this house right on the corner, my records show it was built in 1919. And they just recently put a new roof on it. It's just a really cool house. Again, just steps from the beach. And we're gonna end on this street because it's got some of my favorite houses, just for the tour's sake today. This is Monte Vista Avenue, or Monte Vista Street. And again, there's just some fantastic architecture. This is where we begin our 4th of July parade. And it actually starts with this house with a balcony. And the owner's daughter comes out and starts us with the Star Spangled Banner. And then the parade leads down the street. You can see we've got just great architecture here. And we all have a pretty good time. And they've been doing this for a very, very long time, so it's a nice way to be connected with the neighbors as well. There is a Barber Tract Association. It's voluntary, and they do have a few meetings and potlucks and picnics over the year. However, this year, unfortunately, we didn't get that luxury with the coronavirus. And our age group over here is definitely the most vulnerable, but isn't this a lovely house? I've got several here with these Tudor style homes. This one on the corner, the White House, just sold for a little over $3 million. Very unique property as well. Historic as far as year, built in the 1930s. I think 1939 was that one. Go ahead. And it has a pool in the backyard. It was basically just cleaned up, and they've been full on remodeling it now. So we'll just take a look at this street here. You can just see it's very European feel, very, very special neighborhood. And I am one lucky guy to be able to have lived here for as long as I have and raised my kids here, because this is a special place. So I hope you enjoyed your walking tour of the Barber Tract. Thank you, Philip Barber, for finding this piece of land and developing it. And I hope you have a absolutely wonderful day. Kind of end with a piece of eye candy there.